What's up? R2 back. This video, I'll be talking about my ideas for a sequel to Sonic Forces. There will be major spoilers in this video, consisting of boss fights and cutscenes from the game Sonic Forces. So if you don't want to get spoiled, I suggest you click off this video and play Sonic Forces as well as Episode Shadow before you watch this. Let's get into it. So Sonic Forces is a decent game, but it has a lot of room for improvement. I feel like if there was a sequel to Sonic Forces, Classic should not be included. I think this because I think Sega could do way more with the modern and Avatar stages if Classic wasn't included. There's way too much 2D, and I want a full 3D Sonic Forces sequel. I wouldn't be even mad if there's a brief 2D section. I just want more 3D platforming for Sonic. At the end of Sonic Forces, our OCs unfortunately parted ways with the Resistance. This means that Sonic Forces 2 will not have an avatar in the game. You may ask, well, if Classic in your OC isn't in the game, won't the game lack playstyles? I'll get to that later. So if you remember, when you defeat Infinite for the final time, a cutscene happens showing Infinite glitching out. Then he flew away. It didn't show us what he did or if he had died. This could mean that he could still be alive. Well, now you may ask, well, Classic Sonic returned to his dimension because the Phantom Ruby was destroyed. So how is Infinite still alive? Well, if you pay attention to Shadow versus Infinite fight in episode Shadow, you can see that Infinite doesn't have a Ruby in his chest and he's still alive. Also pay attention to the final fight. All he did was homie attack him. This can't be enough to fully kill Infinite. You also see in episode Shadow that they don't show Infinite's full face without his mask. This could mean that they want to hide something from us. I want another Sonic game that will have the emeralds included. I also want the Master Emerald to be a big focus in the story. I want it to be serious, and I want a lot of characters, and I want characters like Blaze, Cream, and Vanilla, and the Chao, etc. here in the game. Chao Girl. So now that I'm done with most of the stuff I want in this game, I'll talk about the plot. We're going to talk about the conflict. So as I said earlier, I want the main focus to be on the Emerald, particularly the Master Emerald. So the story starts with Knuckles and with a Knuckles Infinite fight. Obviously, Infinite will not have the Phantom Ruby since it's gone. But the reason why Infinite is on Angel Island is trying to get a hold of the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald to become powerful. Knuckles notifies Sonic about Infinite being back, and Tails flies Sonic up to Angel Island. When they get up there, you play your first stage, full 3D, Sonic and Tails Heroes gameplay style. This level will be Heroes style because since it's full 3D, you don't want to boost through the whole level. This level will have red rings, and it will green hills like Generations. At the end of the level, you appear at the scene where Infinite and Knuckles are fighting on, and then it will go to a non-CGI cutscene where Knuckles and Infinite fight. Infinite gets punched across the face and gets his mask off. His face goes revealed, and an unusual burst of power shoots out of Infinite, blows Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails back. Infinite didn't know what the power was for himself, but he used it to his advantage though, and it made it super difficult for Knuckles and Sonic to fight Infinite. So Knuckles goes for the emeralds as well as Sonic, and they both turn super. Tails is trying to analyze the power source Infinite is inheriting. As they go super, this will be your first boss fight. Yes, this may seem too extreme for a first boss fight, but it's only an idea. Again, hero style. Instead of Tails, it's Knuckles they changed it. So far, there's only one gameplay style. When you beat Infinite, go to your next cutscene. This cutscene, as Infinite is hurt, gets mad and does another strange power blast that oddly knocks Sonic and Knuckles out of their super state. Emeralds and rings fly over them. Also, Tails gets knocked back. Infinite quickly takes the emeralds and also takes the Master Emerald and leaves. Go to your next level, which is a full Heroes GP style Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. You're basically going back to Tails' plane to go follow Infinite. It turns out that Infinite is going to Eggman. Infinite explains that he wants to get revenge on Eggman because he solely feels that Eggman didn't help him at all. As he was told by Eggman how powerful these emeralds are, he believes he can take over the whole planet himself. Infinite took all the emeralds and took the Master Emerald. Sonic and friends are basically forced to team up with each other to stop Infinite. And that was basically the plot. Pretty simple. Now that I'm done with the conflict, I could talk about the various playstyles. So playstyles, a hero's playstyle, either play as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic and Tails, Knuckles and Tails, or Vector, Charmy, Espio, Vector, Espio, Vector, Charmy, or Espio and Charmy. For the regular playstyle, Sonic and Shadow will both have full 3D, some 2D sections using the boost formula. Tails, you know how the Tails stages work in FAQ. That's how they're going to work here. You'll also be able to switch between Tails, Omega, and Eggman, as each have different robotic attributes to get through a certain area. For example, say Tails comes across a high ledge, you can switch to Omega for a higher jump. And Knuckles, his stages are going to be pretty simple. His stages are going to be built around Knuckles' gliding ability and strength. You also have Silver. Silver stages are going to be heavily based off Silver's kinetic powers, and to get through, like, you still have to be able to fly. And Blaze, the stages are going to be based off Blaze's fire ability. They're going to be similar to Sonic stages. Boss fights. I don't want many boss fights, but I like to see new boss fights. It'll also be cool if Infinite uses Chaos Control to take control over boss. Now that we're done with that, I can talk about heavily what I want. I want this game to have more 3D and 2D, and I want there to be a lot of playstyles. I want the story to be nice, well thought out, and there to be a lot of character development. I also want something to happen to one of the characters to learn something new about them. I also want a huge plot twist, like the permanent death of characters. I want the emeralds to reach new limits in terms of power. I want boss battles to be new, nothing copy and pasted. I also want difficult boss battles, post content. I want the control to be like Generations from Sonic and Shadow. I want the team stages to be similar to the heroes, just with boost and an updated moves. DLC. If you don't get it in Sonic Forces, I want Forces 2 to have Episode Silver, showing how he even showed up in Sonic's prison. I also want Episode Infinite. This is generally going to be off what happened right after the final fight in the main game. Basically, what happened to Infinite after the Ruby was destroyed. That is pretty much it. Hopefully a sequel to Sonic Forces comes. There's so much room for improvement, and a sequel clearing up everything will help out the franchise and the reputation of Sonic. If you guys agree with me and agree with my ideas or disagree, feel free to leave a comment down below. Remember to join the Discord if you want to interact with me. Follow me on Twitter. Those links will be in the description below. Subscribe if you're new, as it will help out the channel a lot. And I'll see you guys later.
Moonlight all around, shadows on the ground. Will there ever be an end? Forever running from this lunacy.